the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Intended for number 14.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well on the coverage.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down.
48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run here with Mostert. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Here comes the Saints punter now. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Brady. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Play action. They'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Pushed off by Blesson Austin. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's 3rd and 1.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Here's Mostert. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Well, that's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
In his own end zone, it's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Atlanta.
On the draw, here's Sanders. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a carry for Sanders. And some room to work. They work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Falcon first down.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Brady. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Hurd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some touch.
Yeah, especially maybe when you look at some safer routes after the interception he had at the end of the last drive. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. They were solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put them at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he
can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10.
First and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Donald Parham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
His kick.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And they roll past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now this time, Brady will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Brady going to throw. They'll roll him out right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. stop before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Another run here with Sanders. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 16 at the 28-yard line.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. So that'll back him up 5. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. On play action. Now Brady. He'll take his shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And that takes us from second to third down.
Third down.
Brady now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Makes the score.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. On 1st down, Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
If he's their best threat on offense, he's your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Saints 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Looking deep downfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And finds a man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On play action, it's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 24, Saints 10. Younghoe Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their
the Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
for the 3rd time. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, 10. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain?
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep it from going all the way.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Brady going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they, unfortunately, are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they almost almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by A.J. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory. And
they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. It would have been a long field goal, but fake doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fall. This is caught inside the 15. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now Garoppolo will lead his guys up to go for the 2-point try. One final try now for Garoppolo. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number.